Hello, my friend. How are you? Excellent. I love to see you here. Welcome back. Today, we study factors that can affect your communication when you talk to people from different cultures. We are from Brazil, and when we speak English, we have the possibility to communicate with the people from different countries around the world. If you speak English, you can talk to people in the United States, in Canada, in England, in New Zealand, in Australia, and also you can talk to people from countries that are not native speakers of English. English is the global language. But what are the factors that affect good communication among different cultures? We're going to study this today. But before we start, I ask you, let's organize our place to study, to be more productive. My goal is to see you speaking English. So, please grab paper, grab pen, prepare your desk. Maybe you are in front of the TV. Excellent. Sit down comfortably, grab a chair, or sit down on the sofa, no problem, but comfortably. If you can, put a table in front of you so you can put your notebook and write down the content. If you are studying in front of the computer, great, organize your place. If you are studying with your cell phone, no problem. Place your cell phone in front of you, organize it. Put your cell phone on flight mode so you don't receive calls, notifications, messages. When you are studying, you need concentration. So avoid noise. Close the window. Close the door. Avoid interruptions. Okay? Here we... Oh, no. Let's stretch. Do this, please. Let's count from 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3. You count. 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. All right. Now release your shoulders. Release your shoulders. Move your legs. Now let's breathe. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. Excellent. Are you prepared? 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's see. I have a baby here who is just born, and she is listening to my claps. She's opening her eyes. She's trying to understand what's going on. I will pull her to my side, and then you can meet her too. Just a moment. Look. I almost fell down. If her mother sees this, she kills me. Okay, baby, sleep. All right, let's talk about, I'm sweating already. Let's talk about misunderstandings. First thing is gesture. In Brazil, if you do this, maybe it means that you are in trouble, that you have a problem. But this gesture here doesn't mean anything in English. In United States, if you do this, it means okay. I have scuba dived in different places. And when we are diving, we have to communicate with each other. And when you do this, it means okay. Okay. In Brazil, if you do this, maybe it means something else. So first thing, avoid gesture. I was telling you, you are traveling and you need information. You see someone on the street. In Brazil, you can touch people. Hey, and you can touch. The person will look at you and talk to you. Don't touch people. Just say, excuse me, please, can you tell me if there is a supermarket around here? Please, can you tell me if there is a restaurant in this neighborhood? So, first thing, don't touch people. In Brazil, it's normal to shake hands, to hug. This is Brazilian culture. When you communicate with people from different cultures, different countries, avoid touching, okay? First thing. The second thing is when you don't understand what the person says. The person tells you something. You don't understand. In Portuguese, we say que, but in English, you do not say what, que, no. If you don't understand, you say excuse me, pardon, sorry. Did you say, right? If you were talking to someone and you don't understand what this person is saying, do not say what, just say excuse me, sorry. Another thing that in Portuguese is common and in English is not very appropriate. Eu quero. In English, the translation for eu quero is I want. But when you ask something, you must use, not must, but you should. It's better to use would like. For example, you need to ask for something. You say, excuse me, please, I would like to talk to you. I would like to present you a project. I would like to visit you. I would like to meet you. Change want for would like. Okay? And remember, when I was in New Zealand. I was your age probably, and I was finishing high school there. And I was staying at a homestay, which is a family home where international students can stay. I was staying at this home with this family, and I was having trouble with them. My host brother had stolen my money. For example, this sign here. This sign means steal in Brazilian culture. But if an American guy watches me doing this, he doesn't understand that I am showing that the person is stealing, robbing me, you know? So yeah, this host brother was stealing my money, and I couldn't eat. It was a challenging moment, very interesting learning opportunity. And I needed to talk to this host mom, to this woman who was the leader of the house, to say that I needed to move to another home. And man, my English was very bad. I couldn't understand much. And I came to her and said, "Excuse me, Philippa." Her name was Philippa. "Excuse me, Philippa, I want to talk to you." I said this. Instead of saying, "I would like to talk to you," I said, "I want to talk to you." To make a long story short, she told the school director that I was rude with her. She said, "He came to me and said, 'Philippa, I want to talk to you.'" Come on. He was rude. He was impolite. You see, my intention was the best. I just wanted to talk to her. But I could have used, "Excuse me, Philippa, I would like to talk to you." Understand the difference. It's the same thing, but said differently. So remember, touch. Do not touch people. Second, if you don't understand what the person is saying, just say, "Excuse me, pardon, sorry, did you say..." And the third thing is change want for would like. If you want to ask something, use would like. All right? By remembering these three things, you improve your communication a lot. I guarantee. Another thing that people always ask me is about accent. They say, "You know, Felipe, the way I talk is wrong. I am shy. I am ashamed of talking in English." And I tell you, don't worry about accent. Accent is not something wrong. If you see me speaking Portuguese, my Portuguese is different than your Portuguese. I am from Campo Grande, Mato Grosso do Sul. I speak porta, portão, porquê. Maybe you speak porta, portão, porquê. Maybe you speak porta, portão, porquê. Maybe a lot of our friends speak porta, portão, porquê. The same words with different accent. So don't worry about accent. If you travel to England, they say, "Excuse me, would you like some water?" If you travel to United States, to Canada, probably you listen, "Excuse me, would you like some water?" It's the same, just different accents. So don't worry about accent. Speak, communicate, okay? Don't be ashamed of talking. But avoid touching, avoid gestures, and always use "excuse me," "please." When the person gives you something, you say "thank you." Look the person in the eyes. Smile. Smile. Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hello, my friend. Let's keep talking about cultural differences. How do you communicate effectively? Respecting cultural differences, respecting different habits. And you may, let's just write this. Cultural differences. How to communicate effectively. We've already mentioned not touching, controlling body gestures, and substituting some words. Instead of saying "what," you say "excuse me," "sorry," "pardon." Instead of saying "I want," you say "I would like." And you might ask me, how will I know what's right or wrong? How will I know what's right or wrong? Because here in Brazil, it's okay to hug someone. How will I know? Observe. By observing people, you start to understand what they like, what they don't like to do. What is good, what is bad, what is right, what is wrong. I remember in New Zealand, I was very impressed with some habits. I think I have a video that talks about it. Just a second. Yeah, we have a video talking about it. Watch this video, please.
Hello, my friend. 3 hábitos estranhos que eu vi na Nova Zelândia. Eu considero estranhos. Pode ser que você considere normal, mas assim, eu estranhei quando eu vi. Na escola que eu estudei, chamada Rangitoto College, eu tenho a maior honra de ter estudado, inclusive representei a escola na América Latina por 3 anos, foi show. Rapaz, tinha um pessoal lá que andava descalço. E eu lembro da menina mais linda da escola, não lembro o nome dela, mas ela era assim, era tipo uma Gisele Bündchen. E linda. Um dia no intervalo eu tô ali, de repente passa essa menina, eu olho, descalça, meu amigo, com o pé tudo sujo. Falei, meu Deus do céu. Aí comecei a reparar, vi que tinham outros alunos que também andavam descalços. Tipo, certo ia pra quadra ou pro campo, depois ficava descalço. Eu achei estranho. Uma outra coisa estranha que eu vi lá é... Um cara uma vez chegou, depois do intervalo, entrou na aula suado, mas suado mesmo. Você imagina um cara suado, parece que ele estava dentro de uma sauna. Devia ter jogado bola. Fedendo, sentou, tranquilo, abriu a mochila, pegou um desodorante, ó. Tranquilo. Mas eu olhei aquela cena e falei, meu Deus do céu. E percebi que para os outros alunos, aquilo não foi nada de estranho. Eu falei, rapaz, que hábito diferente. E o terceiro hábito que eu vi bastante lá foi arrotar. Eu morava na primeira casa que eu morei lá. Depois eu conto a história dessa casa. Pensa um rolo, um problema. Era um chinês. Ele arrotava com bastante frequência no café da manhã. Então ele pegava, dava uma mordida ali num pão e soltava um arroto. Daqui a pouco ele dava um gole d'água e soltava outro arroto. Normal, normal. Eu meio que reparava assim, o pessoal na mesa, normal. Família de árabe também arrota, eu sou de família árabe. Mas lá eles arrotavam um pouquinho mais ainda do que a minha família.
You see, then, to me, seeing that girl walking barefoot was so different, was strange, but this was strange to me. Maybe it's not strange to you. Habits, culture. If you travel to Middle East, you see women wearing clothes that, in our opinion, are not comfortable. But if you ask these women if they're comfortable, they say, yes, of course. When these Middle East ladies come to Brazil and go to a beach and see a Brazilian woman wearing a bikini, they say, man, these girls are crazy. So the different cultures, the different habits must be respected. We must respect the other cultures. Sometimes you want to tell a joke. You were talking to someone from a different country. You were talking in English, of course, and you want to tell a joke. Man, what's funny here may not be funny there. Once, a president of the United States, Donald Trump, was talking to some people in Japan. And there was a guy translating the talk. And Donald Trump told a joke. The translator couldn't translate the joke because it wouldn't make sense for the Japanese. But people laughed a lot. And then after the conference, the president, Donald Trump, came to this guy who was translating his speech and said, hey, how did you translate my joke? Because everybody laughed a lot. And the guy who was translating, he said, I just said, President Trump is telling a joke, everybody must laugh. And everybody laughed. So he didn't translate the joke. He just said, please laugh. And everybody laughed. So this is one example of how culture must be understood. And some people ask me, hey Felipe, I am studying English. Should I study how they eat breakfast in the United States? My answer is no, you don't need to study unless you want to. If you want to study, go and study. But you don't need to, because Right now, the English is the global language. English doesn't belong to England, to United Kingdom, to USA, to Australia, to South Africa, to Canada, to New Zealand. No. English is spoken around the globe. The number of English speakers that are not native is higher than the native speakers. It's the second time in history that it happens to a language. It's called lingua franca. It's the global language. The number of non-native speakers is higher than the number of native speakers. So you don't need to study a specific culture if you don't want to, because probably you speak English with a guy from China. You speak English with a guy from India. You speak English with a guy from Chile, from Colombia, from Portugal, from Spain. You understand? Just a curiosity. The first language that became lingua franca in history was Latin, and this happened about 2,000 years ago with the Roman Empire. With its influence, Latin became the first lingua franca in history. The number of non-native speakers surpassed the number of native speakers. And then, in the 20th century, during the Second World War was between 1939 to 1945. In the middle of World War II, English became lingua franca. The number of non-native speakers surpassed the number of native English speakers. So if you come to me and say, hey, should I study with a native teacher? No, English doesn't belong to the native speakers anymore. English is the global language right now. What should I do then, you ask me? Observe. When you talk to people, observe. Understand how they're doing. If you were in a meeting, in a cocktail, do not eat too much. Try to talk to people. Try to communicate. Try to understand the other person's point of view. I'm going to play a song to you. Listen to this song.
Hello, my friend. Today we sing Let It Go. And I ask you, from this movie, we have this song. Comment here. Snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. Kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like this swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I have tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Sing along, complete the lyrics, and comment here. Which song do you want us to play? Forever VIPs, tell me. I'm here to serve you. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Gibi. See you next class.
All right. Do you know this song? Let It Go. I love this song. In your opinion, what is this song talking about? Three, two, one.
Yes! We're talking about dealing with different cultures, dealing with different habits, different people. Why do we need to deal well with these things? Because we're always in community. Here you see me alone, but I'm in front of Sandra. I'm partner with Marcos, with Alessandro, with Wanda, with the whole family, with a lot of people. A philosopher once said, "No man is an island. We're not isolated. We live in community. Understanding other people is key in our days. We are all connected nowadays. You are watching me from home, from school, and I'm in the Brazilian countryside. I'm in Campo Grande, Mato Grosso do Sul, and I'm talking to you. So, how do I understand other cultures? By watching them, by seeing, by paying attention. If I pay attention to you, it will be easier to me to please you, to be assertive with you. Remember, different cultures are not wrong, are not incorrect. They're simply different. 3, 2, 1.
Yes! I love to see you here. When you come to this part of the class, to me, it means you were more prepared, you were more skilled, you are with more capacity to travel around the world, to talk to people, to communicate, to be more efficient. And to finish this class, I'd like to tell you that no matter the culture, no matter the country, no matter the people, we're all human beings. And the smile is the most important thing when you communicate. Your look, when you look the person in the eyes, your body language. When you talk to people, show that you were interested in the other person. Show that you were paying attention. If you were talking to me and you were like this, I understand that you want to go away. If you were talking to me and you were like this, you show me that you don't want to pay attention in me. If I am talking to you and you are looking at your watch to see the time, you are showing me that you were in a hurry, that maybe you were late. So pay attention in your body language. Be positive. Show a positive attitude. You see, it helps you communicate much better. Okay? God bless you, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm Felipe Gibi. See you next class.